You have come to us today to ask about why change is difficult for human beings. Change takes place in every moment of every day. Every living moment includes change. Change to the wind, change to the sunlight, change to the skin on the body. All of these changes are natural and they take place in every living moment, because life is changing and evolving around human beings in every living moment. The difference is around conscious change. Conscious change is a perception. Conscious change is something that human beings perceive to be something to fear. Change is perceived to be fearful, but this is not the case, as all change is necessary. As growth takes place in every living moment, so does change. So you are asking us, how can you help human beings to move into a space of change when it is necessary in their lives in order to provide a different type of living experience? Perhaps the change is of giving something up. Perhaps the change is around a living space. Perhaps the change is of a relationship status. Change can feel like an uncomfortable situation for the human, as the human has chosen to see life as being something that it is in control of. And this is an illusion. Change is not always something that we are in control of in any form of living, and this applies to the human too. So human beings, when they are in a place where change is necessary, but may perhaps be something that they are not willing to embrace as of that moment, we would like to offer the understanding of the energy attached to change. When one living form is in a space of a certain type of energy, as in it is responding to everything which is around it, those responses have become patterns of behaviour. Those responses have become habits of behaviour, and often these habits of behaviour become a way of feeling safe. The human being conditions themselves to understand that they know what is going to happen, and the security attached to that knowing is what they enjoy, as stepping outside of that knowing can begin to find fear. When a human being steps outside of what it knows to be a habit or a routine or a way of behaving, it moves into a space where the energy is different. It has the impression that the energy is of unknown. The unknown is that of which brings the fear. The unknowing to that human being is that which they are afraid of, and this is the energy that they do not want to experience, which is very much understandable. But there are cases where change is necessary, And you are aware of these changes as you work with the human beings who are looking to move onto a different path, who are looking to take a new way forward, who are looking to step into this arena of something which is different. In order for change to take place, there has to be an energetic system of acceptance. There has to be the acceptance and the knowledge that staying in the place which the human being may be in, which is no longer comfortable for them, then the change must take place. There is a mindset which is necessary, and that mindset is based on a different kind of energy. That mindset is based on the energy of I surrender to the unknown. I surrender to not knowing exactly how this is going to feel for me. But within my state of surrender, I also know that the change is necessary in order for my life to take a different kind of path. I would not be looking to change if my path was already moving in the direction for which I sense is right for me. Human beings will gravitate towards change when they realize that the path that they are on is no longer right for them. This path may have been travelled for some time, and the human being must get to a point at which they realize that path is no longer right for them. And this is a switch in energy. This is a conscious decision. And when the conscious decision is made for change, that is where the fear starts to move in. The only way that a human being can move forwards with this change function in its life is to accept that perhaps what it perceives as being fear is actually not fear at all. What it perceives as being fear is merely the unknown. And human beings step into the unknown in every moment of their life, just as change takes place in every moment of their life. The unknown is also part of living. As human beings cannot predict from one moment to the next what is going to happen, their perception of what is going to happen is merely their perception. It is not the truth. One cannot be sure from one moment to the next exactly what is going to take place. And this is the format for life. This is how human beings have learnt to continue on. In order for you to help those others to understand that change can be part of their life, is for those human beings to understand that change is already part of their life, very much part of their life, and there is nothing to be feared from moving into the unknown, because they are very good at the unknown. The unknown is what life is, and life is what they are currently experiencing because they are living. There is no difference to taking that step into change as opposed to taking the next step in their life, as these are one of the same thing. It should be mastered. It should be part of acceptance. Once one realizes that change and the unknown are already part of the life experience, taking that next step forward is no different to any other moment that they are experiencing in their life. This is something that they have grown very good at. Human beings are very good at moving forwards, and this is just exactly that. Change is moving forwards in the direction of the unknown, which is exactly what the life is that is being lived. So in answer to your question, in order to help other human beings to see the benefit in changing certain parts of their life, is to help them to understand that they are already doing this. There is not a great step into anything unusual. The steps are already being taken. And once the human beings realize that this is a natural part of their everyday life, then they will also see that conscious change does not need to be feared. Conscious change will be even more empowered as it is conscious. This is very important to understand, that conscious change is a conscious thought. Conscious thought forms a different type of energy, a powerful energy, an energy of knowing, an energy of trusting, and an energy of seeing the future for which one can place a desire on. That is what change is. A conscious change is placing a desire on a choice. This is the only way that we can help you to understand this. There is more that we can offer, but in this message we feel that we have offered the information that human beings may need some time to process in order to understand what we are offering as being the truth. As always, this message is left with love.